Well, good evening, my good friends, colleagues, and associates. It is great to have you here on Inspirations for You. My name is John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and I have to tell you, it is a pleasure to have you. Welcome here. Every single day, we have a topic that's based on a weekly series main topic. We're in episode 2 right now. And if you happen to be wondering what the topic is, well, you are just in time. That is how and why we should be grateful. All right. If you are coming back and you've been a loyal subscriber, well, welcome back. It's great to have you here. And I'm hoping that many of my new subscribers will be loyal, just like my many other subscribers that come here day in and day out. So we're talking about the word grateful. All right. So grateful. We're talking about a ritual, right? So the one ritual is I told you I take my ring off every single night and I actually put it on every morning. When I take off my ring, I start off with a gratitude ritual, right? So we're going to just go through this again, just kind of give you guys the idea. So this morning, I start by saying, I'm grateful that I got up this morning. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I'm able to walk. I'm grateful that I had a good breakfast. I am grateful that I had a good shower. I am grateful that the universe has kept me safe all day through driving and through all my other activities. I'm grateful that I stayed in contact with positive people all day. I am grateful that we had a good meeting for my talk show that's coming up the end of the week. I am grateful that every day I learn a little bit more about myself and others. All right, so we're talking about being grateful and gratitude. And we talked about dopamine, how you get a natural high. What happens is the brain and body, when it has too much on its shoulders, like we talked about backpacks, right? It weighs you down, no pun intended. And so when you're grateful and you have gratitude, you're able to feel a little bit lighter. Actually helps you to be healthier, helps you to connect better with your mind and your body, and for the neurons and the chemicals and the electrical impulses in your body to be sending messages more efficiently without misfiring, okay, or sending duds, as we would say. When we think about being grateful, I want to go back and be grateful for a lot of things, including being grateful for having a great networking event that we hosted just the other day at the Lenape Grill in Oakland, New Jersey. And then we went off to Thunder Mountain and we had a great time. I'm also grateful that I got to go to Stumpy's Hatchet House on this past Friday. And we shot a video that's going to be releasing in the middle of this week about an event we're holding on March 22nd. And so I'm grateful for the little things in life. I am grateful for my lunch. Today, I actually made myself 2 crab cakes and 3 ounces of French fries and some fresh vegetables. And then I had a nice 70-calorie brownie. I'm grateful that I had a good dinner, which was a pasta scampi, just a little bit of pasta. Then I had a pudding pop for dessert. So I'm grateful for all these things. What else am I grateful for? Well, I'm grateful to be with you right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm grateful to be able to impart knowledge to you, to share information that you may not realize is valuable today, but I hope that it'll give you, let's say, an inclining of the potential you can have in your life. I'm grateful that I think there was a search done for me, and I came up 267 times with this particular networking group that I'm associated with. So 267 times that happened. I am so grateful for being here. And I am grateful for being able to put great content together that I'm going to be having on our show later this weekend, all about Russia and the Ukraine, and just explaining some things that the media really doesn't share. They tell you what they want to tell you, but they don't share what's really going on. I am grateful that I'm losing weight every day. I'm grateful that I'm grateful for just being here. I'm grateful for talking to another neighbor today. I'm grateful that I went to church this morning. I'm grateful that after church I talked to my parents. I'm grateful that today flowed nicely for me. So, when you really take something you're grateful for and you put energy behind it, not with your brain, but with your heart, when you do that, that's the act of being grateful. Now, not thankful. Again, thankful is different. Thankful is just being polite, but grateful is just with every fiber of your core and being, really feeling the gratitude you have for what happened in your life. See, that's being grateful. I asked you last night to go home. I don't know how many of you did that. Did any of you go home and actually write down what you're grateful for? How many of you did that? If you did, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like, a support, a love. And if you're on the LinkedIn special page that we have here, follow us. Make sure you're following us. And why don't you comment below? What are you grateful for tonight? I'm grateful to have a great voice. I am grateful to be able to hear the dynamics of my voice. I'm grateful to be able to use my hands to be able to talk to you. So I'm grateful for a lot of things. How many times have you stopped and paused to be grateful? Are you too busy? Do you think being grateful is not something that is all that it's cut out to be? Well, I have news for you, ladies and gentlemen. When you take that little bit of time in your life to be grateful, you're going to find that you're going to want to be grateful more often. Not because you want to, but because, well, I should say not because you have to really, but because you want to. You're going to feel so much better about yourself, others. You're going to feel so much more self-confident in yourself and everything going on. Gratitude. Say this word with me a few times. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Feel like it just rolls off your tongue? I am grateful. 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 Now, I know it sounds a little funny, but when you get something to be funny or ridiculous, your subconscious starts to be like, okay, I guess we're grateful. I guess we're really grateful. And so when you can take, let's say you had a good lunch day, right? And you can feel that gratitude in your heart. Okay. So just place the thanks in your heart and just feel the gratitude just resonate out from your heart to your other organs, to the rest of your body, to your mind and brain, to all the lymphatic system, to the circulatory system. Just feel how that is. Gratitude just sort of resonates with your whole body. Now, if somebody says to you, well, John, I don't want to be grateful. I don't have time for that nonsense. Okay. Take note at what their life is like. And I'm not saying to judge it, I'm just saying take note of it. And realize that their life might have more challenges than you do. Because when you're grateful for something, it opens up a Pandora's box to be able to receive more greatness. Let's try something. So, regardless of what money you have in your wallet, let's say you have a few dollars or you have 10 or 20 or 100 or whatever. I am grateful for the money I have in my wallet. I am grateful for the money I have in my bank account. I am grateful for the assets I have. I am grateful for the friends I know. I am grateful for the knowledge that I impart on myself and others every day. I am grateful for my health. How does that feel? I don't know about you, but I feel like on cloud nine in such a positive way. I feel so grateful. So somebody says to me, John, how do you become grateful when everything always seems like a challenge for you? Like if you don't have any money, how are you grateful for that? Okay, not an easy thing, but you can do it. So let's say you're having challenges with money. What can you be grateful for? Well, you can be grateful for your life. You can be grateful for sitting in your chair or standing up or being safe. You can be grateful for the money you do have. You can be grateful for the food. You can be grateful for the people that help you. You can be grateful for the universe and how you know you're going to connect with people that are going to resonate with you and help you become a better version of yourself and help everyone else become better versions of themselves. I've said this to you before, ladies and gentlemen. If you are with someone and they shun you or they, basically give you a cold shoulder, don't fret or hassle over it. Realize there was probably a reason for that. And the reason is for you to become a better version of yourself and for them to become a better version of yourself. Now, they may come around down the road and they may not, but that's really not your job or your concern. What your concern is to take care of yourself and to be nice to people that cross your path. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Now, I want to share a word with you. I'm not sure if you've heard of this word before. Whenever I give you a definition on a new word, you know where I go. I go to a place called Merriam-Webster, and they have lots of great words on their site. And the word that I want to look up for you today, and I want to read it for you, is the word karma. Hmm. Karma's a noun, and I'm going to quote Merriam-Webster. The force generated by a person's actions held to perpetuate transmigration and in its ethical consequences to determine the nature of the person's next existence. Wow, that's a lot. It's a force considered as affecting the events of one's life. People say you reap what you sow. We call this karma. An aura, a spirit, something that infuses or vitalizes someone or something. That's a lot, isn't it? So, in short, karma is something we can't touch, but it's something we know is here. And when we do good things, more good things happen. Why is that? So, when we do something wrong, our body's then connecting to doing more wrong things. And doing more wrong things is going to put the scale out of balance. And people are going to go into defensive mode. If you hold the door open for someone, chances are, I bet the next time they hold it for you or the next door you go through, they say, oh, here, I got this one, right? You didn't even ask them, but they just responded in kind. That's karma. Maybe you're walking in your community and you wave and they wave back. Or maybe they wave first and then you wave next. Why? It's a nice thing to do. Maybe you're online at the supermarket. This has happened before, both as someone that's benefited and someone who's helped. So I'm online and there's 2 or 3 people ahead of me. The one person says, oh, you can go ahead of me. You have just 2 things. And then the other person says, oh, you're right. You just have those 2 things. Yeah, I got a whole cart too. Go ahead and go ahead of me. Oh, thank you very much. So that means that when I know I have a lot of things and there's 1 or 2 people, oh, you can go ahead of me if you just have that. You might say, well, gee, John, I don't have time for that. I'm in a rush. Why are you in a rush? When you slow down to appreciate and be grateful for the colors of the roses, for the smell of the beautiful outdoors or the cinnamon or the apple pie. It causes us to become in alignment. Oh, no, that's a real tough word. What is alignment? Well, when you are on the same track as something else. So we talk about abundance all the time, and we say abundance is here and you're here. But if you align yourself with abundance, then you're going to run into it because you're on the same track, you're on the same frequency. If you're doing nice things for people every single day, chances are somebody's going to probably do something nice for you, if not right away. When you do nice things for people, you know what's going to happen? They're going to try to help you and see how they might be able to help you back, right? One of the things I started doing, oh gosh, many years ago. And this happened after I read a gratitude book many years ago. And I said, gratitude needs to start with me first, okay? And all my emails, I sign them, regardless of whether it is personal business, warmest regards with gratitude. And I put my name and then the title if it's corporate or just personal. So when somebody gets an email from me, they're like, well, that's great. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Warmest regards with gratitude. Or if somebody does something for me, or I ask them, look, could you get back to me on these details? Warmest regards with gratitude. And the first time people get it, they're like, what is this? And then they start to just appreciate that that's my character, that that's my personality. You can choose to have a personality of being grateful and gratitude. And I'm going to promise you something. When you do that, other people are probably going to start doing that to others and you. But what's really cool, when you're grateful and when you have that demeanor of just being warm and glowing and wanting to help people, people are attracted to you. Now, I'm not talking romantically. I'm just talking as friends, as people that want to be around you. People love to be around great people. But why is it that people that have a bad attitude hang around you? Well, because there's a thing that said many times, misery loves company. So they feel if they're miserable, they could try to make you miserable. But you see, that's the point. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So when somebody tries to make you miserable, you just can say, I understand how you feel, and I'll leave you be for right now, and I'll come back later. And they're going to be like, what just happened? Because their whole plan was to make you miserable because they're miserable and they didn't want to be miserable alone. You might say something like, well, I understand you're not feeling great right now, and it looks like you don't really want to improve your life today. So I'm just gonna head out. Maybe we'll catch a bite or something another time, and maybe you'll be more on a positive track. This just blows people out of their mind. And I do this to people all the time. Person comes in and, they're a client. They want to do business with me. And the first thing I say to them, it's a pleasure to be with you. And if they become rude or nasty to me, even if it's a large sale, I say, look, sir, I understand that you may not be having a good day. And I want to try to help you get the solution you need so that, your days will be better from here on out. Most people are pretty conducive to saying, yeah, you know what? Can I get you a cup of coffee? I'm sorry if I was nasty to you. I've had a rough one. Oh, it's no sweat. Other people are like, yeah, well, that's the way I am. I say, I understand that's the way you are, and that's your choice. And I'm going to say goodbye because I don't work with people that have that kind of an attitude. And they're just going to be like, really? And they may call you back in a week and say, hey, I was just wondering if you could come back out again. Oh, I'll be happy to come back out. As long as you have a great attitude. and they're going to like do a 360 in their mind, or almost like a 180, because it's going to spin, not a 360, but a 180. And they're going to be like, I want to buy something. He won't sell it to me because I'm being nasty to him. I don't get this. But I need this stupid product. So I guess I got to be nice. And so this blows so many people's minds. When I started in my email signature and just put in warmest regards with gratitude, in the beginning, I had so many people ask you, why the heck do you put that in your email? Well, let me ask you a question. When you got the email from me, what did you think? I thought it was really nice. Did you feel good? Yeah, I thought it was really great, and I thought you were nuts. But you felt good, didn't you? Yeah. And you said, what to yourself? What's the catch? Is that what you said? Exactly. Well, what does he want? I don't want anything. I just want to wish you a good day. And you see, a lot of times people do things and they're always having their hand out, waiting for something. I'm not. I'm just grateful that you took the time to communicate with me, or that I got to communicate with you. That's pretty amazing. So to wrap up basically our day here, day 2 of gratitude. When you say thank you, that's not being grateful. If you say thankful and you concentrate all that energy into your heart, and you feel that tingling, or you feel that sensation, and you start to feel your brain having a little bit of a reaction, like a natural high, then you're being grateful. 9 out of 10 people that you run into in a day are not grateful. They might be polite and thankful to you, but they're not grateful for what you do. So if I pick up something and they said, oh, thank you. That's great. They said, thank you. But they're not grateful that I picked up something from the floor. And being grateful, I'm not going to hang around and wait till they show me that they're grateful. Oh, you see, that diffuses the whole concept. If you want to be grateful because it makes you feel good and you know it's good karma and it works for you, great. But if somebody doesn't show me gratitude and I've done something nice for them, that doesn't mean I'm not going to show them gratitude. But if somebody's nasty to me, I'm not going to be nasty back to them. I'm just going to be like, I get you're having a challenge today. I know you're probably having issues. Maybe I should come back next week when, your head's a little more clear. And a lot of people are just like, really? All right. I have had a ball being with you this evening. I hope that you'll tag your friends, your colleagues, and your associates. And of course, I'd like you to share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for that key phrase, help keep our content free. And then make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to look for that link below, help keep our content free, which is the PayPal link, and make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We will be so grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, and equipment, and facilities and staff to continue to produce the most jaw-dropping, motivational, inspirational content available that has one mission: to help me become a better version of myself and to help you become a better version of yourself. But I have a secret for you before I go. You can never become a better version of yourself if you don't want to become a better version of yourself. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow, Monday, for our episode 3 on how and why you should be grateful. Remember to end your evening with a gratitude ritual and one tomorrow. Message me back. Tell me how it's going for you. Take care, everyone. Good night.